You want to learn how to water start? Do those exercises before you are doing a water start. I know if you are not familiar with the water start yet, that your surfing skills aren't at the highest level. So this means you're probably not going out when it's stormy, right? You are learning the water start when it's not that windy. And here's a big thing. If it's not that windy, that means you need more power and more mobility in your hips. And let me explain why that is. If you're doing a water start and pretend this is the board, you are swimming in the water, okay? This is a tough one for me as well. But anyway, okay, we'll get there. So one foot is on the board already. You're having the rig right here. And if it's very strong wind, you stretch your front arm, you're pulling the sail, and it gives you the lift. If it's strong enough, the wind. If the wind isn't strong enough and you are still improving and you're still familiar with light wind, or even if you're a very good surfer, you still need strong hips, strong legs, yes, and especially the mobility in your hips. Because, let me explain you why. If you are here and you don't have enough wind, then you have to bring the sail more upright so that the sail is even more open and has a bigger surface for the wind to get in to lift you up. Of course, makes sense, right? But this you can achieve right here, okay? And you have to swim closer to your board, because once you're here, you straight away go over the board and go up. You have to be closer to the board, because otherwise the leverage is too high to pull you up. So you have to swim with your hip closer to the board, and this means the angle in your hip needs to be wider to even make it on the board. So, and once you achieve this, you have this angle and the mobility. Then, once you start to stretch your front arm, then it pulls you up when the sail is already upright and you're not laying like here. Okay, then from this direction, you stretch your arm and you can go up way easier. I know the example right here is not the best, but I know this will help. All right? Of course, there are brilliant how-to water start videos outside, but this will speed up the learning process for your water start. Trust me, okay? So let's do a few exercises to get more mobility in your hip. First, we start to warm it up in the biggest range of motion. So here's an exercise that will warm up the hip in the biggest range of motion, so to get this mobility which is required for the water start. Shoulder wide stance, lift one leg, feet are still pointing to the front. Now, one foot is pointing to the side, one is still to the front. We are open with our chest to the front. All right, you already feel how open the hip is. Now we still have the hip open, but we drop one foot. You see that? One foot is down, but the hip is still open. And then, last step is we bring the foot to the front. Okay, the other side. Up, to the side, hip is still open. Open, 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 still open. All right, one foot is pointing to the side, one is to the front, and now we are closing it. Boom, okay? You can do this several times and this will warm up your hips. Perfect exercises for the hips to gain more mobility and no tight hips anymore. Go for those 90-90s, which means 90-degree angle of your legs, and now you're laying both legs. 90-degree angle, down. Okay, from here to here, it's 90 degrees. And you bring them up and down. You've already feel movement in the hip. You like that one, don't you? You want more? Stretch your arms and put them to the side where you already are. And to the other one. You feel a twist in your spine, pretty much. And to the front. The next one is heel clickers, which is pretty much familiar with the water start, kind of. because you're here, one leg is always down, while the others is already on the board, but not like this, okay? But anyway, the hip is still open. And now you bring the back heel to the front heel, like this. And here we are. You like that one? Of course you do. Now, let's do one more thing while we are sitting. Stretch the leg, one is bended, and now bring the knees over each other. This is how you open up the hip. And the other side. And one more time. There you go. Do you feel it? Of course you do. Now quadruple stance. Stretch the right leg to the back and now put it to the side. And to the back, to the side. Go down on your forearms and move to the front and to the back. There you go. Stretch the other one. You ready? Let's do this. Go down on your forearms. You already feel the stretch. Move to the back and to the front. There you go. Come back up. Perfect. Have you heard about the pigeon? Of course you did, but not this one. So bend one leg and stretch the other one to the back. And now, first of all, you can lean over and get on your forearms. Okay, you already feel the stretch in your hips. That's pretty familiar with a water start in low wind conditions. And now you're getting back up. And now try to be as upright as you can. Yes, it hurts. Also in your lower back, because you are getting a lot of stability right now. And go back down. Okay. And on the other side. First of all, you go down. And then you go up. So I hope you liked a short inspiration of hip mobility exercises that will improve your water start, especially if you're learning it or if you have tight and blocked hips. So feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, of course, and I can't wait to see everybody of you guys on the water. And if you want to learn more about stuff like this, then please feel free to check out the link of the Fit for Surfing program. It offers you an awesome range of not just workouts for mobility, but also recovery, weekly workouts, balance board workouts, foot workouts, yoga, meditation. Everything is inside and it will help you speed up your fitness and performance on the water. So take care and I see you on the water.